You've seen him on world stages, dressed in dazzling suits, captivating millions with his voice and charm. But what happens when Kim Seokjin, the global superstar from BTS, becomes just Uncle Jin behind closed doors? According to those close to the family, fans may not be ready for just how heartfelt and deeply emotional Jin has become since the arrival of his second nephew. And yes, people are crying. Just days after it was revealed that Jin's brother, Kim Seokjin, and his wife welcomed their second child, a baby boy, fans were already bracing themselves for adorable family content. But no one expected this. A moment so raw, so real, that it's left fans around the world breathless with emotion. Reports emerged from insiders close to the family that during a quiet family gathering, Jin was seen holding his newborn nephew in one arm and his toddler nephew in the other, rocking both gently while whispering a vow that instantly made those in the room emotional. He said, "No matter what happens, I'll protect you both. You'll never be alone," one source close to the family shared. His voice cracked a little when he said it. You could see it wasn't just an uncle speaking, it was someone who felt a lifetime of responsibility and love in that one moment. The simplicity of the promise hit fans hard. Across social media, hashtags like #UncleJinProtects, #JinFamilyMan, and #JinWithHisNephews trended within hours. Memes, fan art, and heartfelt reactions poured in, but the most common emotion? Pure, undiluted love. What do you even say to that? One army wrote on X, formerly Twitter. Jin's been making us laugh for over a decade, but this shows who he is at his core. Not just a performer, a protector. Another fan added, "I can't stop thinking about how safe those babies must feel in his arms. It's so beautiful it hurts." Jin, known for his loving relationship with his older brother and their close-knit family dynamic, has never hidden how much his family means to him. But ever since his military discharge, fans have noticed a shift, a softer, even warmer Jin, someone who seems to be deeply embracing this new chapter of his life. He was recently spotted buying baby items at a boutique in Apgujeong, discreetly browsing through matching tiny sneakers while humming to himself. Eyewitnesses said he looked completely at peace, like he wasn't a megastar for just a moment, just a loving uncle excited to spoil the little ones who now call him Sanchin. In the days that followed the family gathering, Jin reportedly spent time helping with the newborn sleep schedule, preparing warm bottles, and even reading baby books aloud, some of which fans believe he might have picked out himself. He's not just there for the cute photos, a friend shared anonymously. He's changing diapers, he's soothing cries, he's showing up fully. And the best part? He's doing it all quietly, and no posts, no press. No spotlight, but it didn't stop fans from feeling like they had just witnessed something sacred, something human, something rare in a world of curated celebrity. Watching Jin transform into this doting uncle is like watching a real-life fairy tale, one longtime fan wrote on Weverse. He's always had that nurturing energy, but now we see the fullness of his heart. It's overflowing. Now fans are wondering, is this a glimpse into Jin's future as a father? Is this side of him one that we'll see more of? And if so, how lucky will his future children be to have someone with so much tenderness and strength guiding them? Honestly, this is the version of Jin that hits me the hardest, one international fan posted. "I've seen him slay stages, rock red carpets, and make me laugh with just one eyebrow raise. But this is soul deep. It's love in its most honest form." Jin has yet to comment publicly about his second nephew, but fans know that's just like him, quiet, humble, and focused on what matters most, being present. As the days go by, we can only imagine what other heartwarming moments are happening behind the scenes. But one thing's certain, if this is the realest side of Jin we've ever seen, then we're witnessing something more than just an idol's evolution. We're witnessing the rise of a protector, a mentor, and the kind of uncle every child dreams of. And that, dear readers, might just be the most beautiful chapter in Jin's story yet. As whispers of this touching family moment spread online, fans everywhere couldn't help but reflect on the journey Jin has taken, from the worldwide handsome, vocalist known for dad jokes and chaotic energy, to the serene, grounded figure who now seems to be drawing strength from the simplest, purest form of love, family. Many are now revisiting Jin's past interviews and lyrics, searching for hidden meanings and clues that could have hinted at this emotional evolution. Fans pointed out his song Epiphany, where he sings about loving oneself, may now take on a dual meaning, one of self-discovery and readiness to give that love to the next generation. The newfound emotional depth fans are seeing in Jin seems to be resonating far beyond fandom circles. Parenting bloggers, Family psychologists and lifestyle influencers have begun discussing this moment as an example of the modern man redefining masculinity, trading stoicism for vulnerability, bravado for softness, and ego for devotion. Even non-fans who stumbled upon the story are feeling it. "I'm not even an army," a trending Reddit post reads. But this story of Jin holding his nephews and making that promise? It broke me in the best way. That's a man with a heart of gold. Jin's connection to his family has always been evident. His older brother Kim Seokjin once described him as the pillar of our family, despite being the youngest, highlighting how Jin often shoulders emotional responsibilities silently, choosing love through action rather than words. And now, with two nephews under his protective wing, that role has only intensified. One unconfirmed story that surfaced from a family acquaintance said that when the newborn first cried in Jin's arms, Jin gently laughed and whispered, "You'll get used to my voice, little one." The image alone has been enough to send fans into emotional spirals. Some have even started calling Jin the Seraph Uncle online, a reference to the highest order of angels in many traditions, beings whose role is to protect with love and light. If there were ever a title that captured the emotional gravity of Jin's presence in his nephew's lives, that might just be it. And as expected, speculation around Jin's future is now buzzing louder than ever. Could this new role in his life inspire a family-centered variety show appearance post-military? A fatherly role in a drama? Or even a children's book penned by Jin himself, inspired by bedtime stories he now reads to his nephews? One fan wrote, "Imagine a children's picture book written by Jin, illustrated with adorable characters named after his nephews." The world isn't ready for that much wholesomeness. Another fan fantasy includes a future fan meeting where Jin introduces a song inspired by the little ones, something acoustic and gentle, telling the audience with a shy smile, "This one's for my favorite duo, my nephews." It's clear that fans aren't just watching a celebrity anymore. They're watching a man step fully into himself. Behind the glow of stage lights and the roar of stadiums, Jin is cultivating a world where lullabies matter as much as lyrics, and tiny fingers wrapped around his own mean more than any award ever could. And maybe that's why this moment has hit fans so hard. Because it's more than just a sweet family anecdote. It's the glimpse of a future they never expected to love this much. A future where Jin becomes a figure not only adored for his talent and wit, but revered for the quiet, unwavering love he gives to the ones who matter most. And performance. No cameras. Just Jin, and the promises he makes when no one's watching. One fan summed it up perfectly. "We loved Jin for being our comfort, our laughter, our safe space. Now, we're watching him become that for someone else. And it's the most beautiful thing we've ever seen." So, will this new phase inspire the next chapter in Jin's artistry? Will we see reflections of his role as a beloved uncle in his future songs, his future work, and maybe even his future dreams? If there's one thing we've learned from Jin, it's that he moves with quiet power, and his gentlest moments might just be the ones that echo the loudest. And in a world hungry for authenticity, Jin is proving that sometimes the softest love is the strongest love of all.